SpongeBob Best Songs in the Series. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Laffy Tunes. SpongeBob SquarePants has a lot of great music throughout its still continuing run. The songs in the show were often a combination of catchy and hilarious, while allowing the plot to move forward or enhance a scene. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the best songs of the show. Stay tuned. Doing the Sponge. This entry is representative of all the manic energy that a show like SpongeBob carried with it. While chaperoning Pearl to her school dance, SpongeBob takes control of the DJ systems and puts in a song really tailored for him to rip up the dance floor too. It doesn't really work out for the other people or fish on the dance floor, who find themselves in painful positions and situations due to the song's specific lyrics for how to contort their bodies, something only a sponge can do. The song starts off as a basic sing-along or dance routine, but it pretty much becomes an uneven mess of screaming from the hoarse-voiced singer. Now that we're men. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie was a great send-off for the show, though it has continued in years following the movie's release, and primarily focused on the friendship and shared immaturity between SpongeBob and Patrick. The film is a road trip movie, in a way a sort of Odyssey that lets the two best friends to Shell City and back. While trying to overcome their perceptions as just being kids, they are given a temporary placebo in the form of a seaweed mustaches. And of course, they burst out into a song about their manliness in an uplifting and increasingly triumphant manner. The Campfire Song. SpongeBob's rather uncreative title of Campfire Song is about as good a title as any, as the pretty on-the-nose lyrics aren't hard to remember. The song starts off like any stereotypical guitar-led soothing campfire song, but it becomes a completely off-kilter and a very heavy rock song in just seconds. The best part is that Patrick desperately tries to keep up with the simple lyrics, and Squidward is completely unfazed by the insanity. When Worlds Collide is a strange entry on the list because it features the voices of SpongeBob and Patrick's voice actor, but they voice different characters. Also, this song is featured on the live show Patchy the Pirate segments instead of the actual cartoon. It has Robot X29488 and Cavi the Caveman, who had been feuding about the past versus the present, come together to sing about newfound friendship. The song is a catchy little rap number with a little remixing from the cartoon Patchy was showcasing that day. Goofy Goober Rock. This entry is a little bit of a cheat since it's not wholly original. Goofy Goober Rock is actually a cover of a Twisted Sisters hit song I Wanna Rock. So, while it might technically be the best song, it isn't a song with the compositions that was originally made for SpongeBob. As the climax of SpongeBob SquarePants movies, the entire scene is, to put simply, the stuff of legend. Every piece works perfectly. The lead up with the sudden smoke and spotlight, the wholesome monologue and a moral from SpongeBob, the Michael Jackson-esque crotch grab, and the Van Halen audio piece, and most importantly, Patrick in fishnet stockings. Gary's song. There's not much room for sad emotions in SpongeBob, but Gary's song delivers some melancholy along with the laughter. After neglecting his pet snail Gary, SpongeBob realizes that Gary's run away. In desperation, he and Patrick search all Bikini Bottom to no avail. During their hunt, Gary's song plays over in a gloomy and heartfelt nature, narrating SpongeBob's feeling in his most desperate hour. The grill is not a home. Mr. Crab doesn't get to swing too often, but when he does, it's sort of a gem. After losing to SpongeBob to Plankton in a bet, Mr. Crab regrets the loss of his best fry cook and somewhat son figure-like. Likewise, SpongeBob is devastated to work for the enemy. Their situations rips them apart, but in reality, they're only across the street from each other. The two began a duet over their communal grief, and the contrast between Tom Kenny's high-pitched singing and Clancy Brown's Tom Waits-esque growling is gut-busting and oddly harmonious. FUN. FUN is one of the best-known SpongeBob songs, appearing in one of the first few episodes of Season 1, and like The Grill is Not a Home, it has a strange vocal duet. This time around, it's Plankton and SpongeBob steadily become friends as SpongeBob teaches him the concept of fun. It's a shame that SpongeBob and Plankton didn't act as a friend more often, but that was one of the better aspects of Sponge Out of Water. The Very First Christmas. Once again, Mr. Krabs steals the show, but the rest of the show the song puts on is still a solid showcase, featuring much of the SpongeBob cast. The Very First Christmas is one of the funniest SpongeBob songs, and it manages to sound like a genuine Christmas jingle while doing so. It's got it all: nonsensical gibberish, third-degree burns, Squidward's signature snark, and Mr. Krabs singing in an incredibly shrill female voice. Sweet Victory. There's no other song that could possibly take the number one spot on here. Sweet Victory, which was featured in band gigs, was built up to impressively in under 11 minutes. After being goaded into another hopeless situations by his rival Squilliam, Squidward has gathered up an inexperienced marching band at the last possible minutes and get them to perform the Bubble Bowl, essentially the show's equivalent to the Super Bowl. The situation is pretty hopeless, as Squidward has to deal with the various characters of Bikini Bottom making up his band and all of their inept fallings, some of which even end in death. So, which was your favorite songs from the show? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.